where visionary leaders build a life and business legacy on purpose through mindset, branding, marketing, sales, systems, and team so they can make an amazing impact and income and positively affect their communities worldwide. Ensure that you are sharing this show, you're subscribing, and you also are leaving us a review so we can create more amazing content around those areas to help you level up to the next level and also bring amazing guest experts that can share their knowledge and expertise with you so that you can create amazing legacy. All right, legacy builders, welcome back to another show. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have to do this today's show, not only for my beautiful guest and the connection that I have with her, but also because it's a special day for all us women out there. Happy Women's International Day. Absolutely a day to remember all the amazing contributions around the world that women have done. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening. And we'll dive into, I love today's topic because it kind of just connected with Andrea and me. And Andrea is also part of our community here at the Life School. And it's really around mental stamina and how important that is so that we get to create amazing impact as women, as humans out there in the world. And it all starts with us. So I'm very excited to dive into today's topic. Andrea, thank you so much for being here all the way from Canada to US. I am very grateful that you're here and sharing some amazing insight around today's topic.
I'm so happy to be here as well. Thank you, Elona, for having me. And I have to also shout out Happy International Women's Day to you, to all the lovely people in your community and beyond, anyone listening. It is a special day indeed and a special month of celebration. So I thought this worked out seamlessly, perfectly, and very happy to be here.
Oh my gosh, absolutely amazing. So let's dive right into the topic, right? I have a high achievers community, and we're like, give me the. I'm an achiever. Don't waste my time. Give me the juice. Give me the stuff I need to do to implement. Give me the awareness I need so that I can be that high performer that we want to be as entrepreneurs and CEOs. So, how to increase your mental stamina? First of all, what are some of the problems that you feel that we encounter in our journey towards, I guess, increasing our mental stamina? What have you seen?
Yeah, so I think to start off with, just to kind of give like a brief little definition, mental stamina really is building resilience and building your confidence so that you can overcome challenges and persist with difficult tasks over time. So obviously, this can be applied to all aspects of your life, but particularly with today's discussion with regards to your business, when you're growing, when you're scaling, when you're launching a new offer. And I think one of the biggest things that can happen is people can burn out if they don't keep their mental stamina in check. So to answer your question, that's something that I've personally, I've knocked on the door of burnout, or it's knocked on my door, if I'll say it that way. I know tons of people in my network and community who've also had a similar experience with burnout. And a lot of that I've identified is because, we're part of this hustle culture, especially as entrepreneurs. We might work 16 hours a day and we might compromise our well-being and our health as a result of trying to grow our business or launch an offer. And so I think it's really crucial that we, number one, can identify when we're facing burnout or having a problem with keeping that in check, but also integrate these practices over time consistently is the key so that we can go the distance and we can accomplish even more than we could ever imagine.
Oh, I love it. I mean, you mentioned so many hot topics for us entrepreneurs: burnout, increasing efficiency, productivity, be having the right energy, have the right mental clarity to make the right decisions. Because a lot of the times when you are scaling your company, you want to move more into those strategic roles of the leading and the visionary rather than on the day-to-day operations of
Exactly.
the execution, right? So we move along as we place the right people to be able to grow. So I know that that mental clarity is also what I'm always looking for. But I think something else is around resilience is just the way this journey is actually, all the ups and downs of the emotional roller coaster. Sometimes I feel like things move so fast that even like through a negative emotion, maybe, rejection, or maybe somebody said no to the business and my business just kind of just dropped for this month, or whatever, like crazy stuff that happens in our day to day. I feel like we don't always have the time to just process those emotions, because we got to go from that into like, okay, now my video up and I'm doing my content. I'm like, okay, now I'm here and I have to be present for that. So I don't know. It just seems like, I don't know if I'm the only one, but it seems like
No,
this journey,
you're not.
we just, yeah, we don't get to process our emotions all the time. And the byproduct of that is that at the end of the day, we just either numb ourselves with something, or do something else that might give us a negative side effect. So I love it. So how to increase your mental stamina? What are some of the steps that you feel we could get started with, so that we stay more aware around all those amazing problems that you just mentioned, that we can solve through just being more aware around this very important topic.
Well, I love what you said too with regards to it being an up and down process. I always think of it like that. It's like a roller coaster. And like you pointed out very, very eloquently, there's times where you might be thrown down, something might happen and it's really putting you down, but you don't have a chance to process it, right? You just have to move forward. You need to get to the next task. You may need to be out there publicly on video or whatever it might be. So I think it all starts, and these are things that are super simple to do. They're not going to cost you, they shouldn't cost you any money, if a little bit. So I think the first thing is getting that personal care routine in place. And I know people hear this all the time. This is a hot potato topic, but it really can't be discounted. But it looks different for everybody. So, there's a lot of practices out there of how you can work and have a good personal care routine, but it's different for everybody. So you need to explore what really helps you stay in check, what helps clear your mind, what gets you in a good headspace to be able to make those difficult tasks work for you and be able to make complicated decisions. So I know for me personally, some kind of movement is really important, meditation and mindfulness, but also getting really detailed in visualizing what your ideal life's going to look like. So when you have a framework in your mind of where you want to go, and you may want to just visualize this or maybe even write that down, that's a good point to always go back to remind yourself, why am I actually doing this? But it's those regular daily practices of movement and all that good stuff. Above and beyond that, I know some people really love the spa days and the bubble baths and the glass of wine, and those are all beautiful things as well. So we can't discount those, but it's going to look different for every person. Another thing I would say with regards to this mind and movement piece is to get really in tune with listening to your mind and body. There's that really beautiful connection, but you need to listen and tune into that and give your body what she needs. So that's going to look different again for every person, but it's fueling your body regularly. As entrepreneurs, it's not probably uncommon. You might be in front of a screen for 10 or 12 hours, but you need to get up. You need those breaks. You need to eat regularly. And it's really important, obviously, what you're consuming as well. Hydrating, all that stuff that we keep hearing, and the types of foods we eat. So brain stimulating foods are really going to help you in this regard. The other thing that I found when I was doing a bit of research about this was how important and how helpful it can be with regards to keeping your mental strength intact when you're learning new language or you're learning new vocabulary. Which is really, really fascinating to me, because what it actually does is it keeps those brain synapses strengthened. And we're always learning in business as entrepreneurs, constantly being thrown things, the latest and the greatest things. And so when you're learning a new language, it kind of gives you that place where you're used to learning on a regular basis, if that makes sense. So
I love
That's
this insight, the last one, and all those amazing other ways. I mean, I say it all the time, unless we're strategic and intentional with our self care time, there's no other way that we can do the work that we do, because then we're going to struggle with all those other problems that we mentioned at the beginning, the burnout, the uh, every time. I mean, I've experienced all of this, and it feels like every time you scale, because if you're focused on growth and you want to grow a company that's an asset, it's a legacy company, and you want to build an asset and remove yourself from the company, it feels like that this is an ongoing journey. Like, I'm like, I thought I learned my lesson, but then the other day I had brain fog again and I was feeling dizzy, and I'm like, okay, my body's
yeah,
telling me again that I am not again being intentional with my energy and time. So we got to be very smart with this. Otherwise, we're gonna, at what cost are we gonna grow this business, right? And at what
that's
cost
it.
are we gonna create impact? So, yeah, I mean, this is so pertinent, but very, very fascinating around language learning. That you mentioned again, I never really heard about that before, so that's really, really insightful as well. Um,
Yeah. So no,
Are you looking to expose your brand, your purpose, and your profit in alignment this year? That I want to introduce you to our C Suite program here at the Life School speaking program, where you will be connected every week with free, paid TEDx podcasts, speaking opportunities to other aligned audiences. You'll also be participating in our weekly and monthly events here at the Life School with a reach of an audience of over 30,000 entrepreneurs and high level CEOs. Also, you will be warmly introduced to high level connections every month, where you can add amazing people to your network and be able to land new clients, but also be able to collaborate. Lastly, you'll also be featured in our global magazine and be an ongoing contributor to our magazine, so that you can reach new people and also expand your brand and purpose and profit alignment. New benefits are always being added to our community C Suite membership program. For more information and for ways to register, you can participate with a 30 days free trial, so you could see the community for yourself and then make a decision if you'd like to join as a member. I want to invite you to go to lonalaparrycoaching.com/C-suite program for more information. Right, Andrea, I want to get into some of the most meaningful moments in your personal journey that led you to the amazing work that you're doing out there in the world today. What can you share with us? Because with this question, I'm just like a addict for purpose. To me, I want to know why we do the work we do, because I think that's just one of the major things in our journey as entrepreneurs, especially as visionary entrepreneurs that are always looking to grow and expand our impact and our productivity or profitability, I should say. The why's got to be bigger than us. The mission's got to be bigger than us. The vision's got to be bigger than us. So, what were some of those moments in your journey that led you here?
I love that question. I mean, I think I've always just personally been a person that liked to try new things. I always had, I want to be a not a doctor, but a dentist and a psychologist and an actor and a dancer and all these different things. So that just kind of speaks to the kind of person I am and my personality. So entrepreneurship suits me quite well. But above and beyond that, to answer your question, I think that when I've worked as an employee in different kind of organizations, whether it be a larger organization or a small mom and pop shop, I always kind of felt like I excelled in the role, but I felt like something was missing, to be honest with you. I just think that I didn't feel like I 100% fit in, and I wanted to be able to help create betterment for those organizations. I would be able to see how we could improve processes and do things differently, but sometimes depending where you're standing in the hierarchy of the employee structure, you may not have those opportunities. So it's kind of a little bit of that, just the work experience I've had, but also above and beyond that, after being an entrepreneur now, hard to believe, for about a decade with a couple of different companies at play, I've really built a beautiful network and continuing to build a network of amazing women entrepreneurs in different industries, whether they be coaches or solopreneurs, and also a really great group of women in tech. And I think that that is such a powerful thing to see women take the forefront in those tech-led ventures. And it's not an easy feat to be that woman in the room in an old boys club. But all that to say, I love working with these people who have a big vision, who want whatever their vision is to make the world a better place. They want to leave their mark, and I want to be able to foster that in them. So I do that through my initiatives with my consulting company, through the marketing services that we offer, to just really help people get their messaging out there, to have their voice heard, and just support them in that journey. So to me, that brings me a lot of joy, and I just want to be able to spread that to as many people as possible. So I hope that I answered that question.
Yeah, and there's no right way because it's your journey, it's your why, it's your purpose. But to me, I mean, I think about this a lot too. Myself around common things in our journey, but there's always that gap, right? And that's how we know that whatever we're doing, there's something else. And I love that because even though it's not a comfortable feeling, that's the point. So that it's not comfortable, so we keep looking for what is that next thing that we're going to be focusing on. And I also love that you also had multi-purposes in your journey. I call it a multi-purpose entrepreneur, right? Some people term it multi-passionate, right? Or multi-purpose, because I really believe that there's not one big purpose. It's
Mm-hmm.
about where's your clarity in this season of life, and what have you identified as your values, vision, and mission for the next 5, 10 years. Because I mean, you're going to grow and evolve. I grow and evolve. My vision expands. We grow and evolve. It's not like I know what the future is going to hold, but I'm just intentional, and I am very insightful around picking up and connecting those dots as I take action. And through action I get clarity, and through clarity I just keep going. They're just like one of those journeys that just it leads you to the next and the next and the next. So I love that you shared that as well, for sure. Andrea, with your company, what are some of the services that you really feel is how you're contributing to the world? I love that you mentioned messaging, because everything is that. Communication is the most powerful thing we have. And really understanding how to communicate with our audiences so that they see themselves in us, and also build trust with us so that we're able to help them further. It's where I see that as the most basic thing that we get to do, whether it's online or local, or we share what we know, or we give back our experience. I think that's the human part of the evolution. The more we learn, the more we want to share it with others, and our life experience is very, very valuable. So what is it that you offer specifically for people to have a little more clarity around that?
Yeah, I agree with you 1,000%. Communication is so crucial. It's the basis for everything. So it is the basic marketing verse, our digital marketing suite. We're completely virtual. We are located in near the Ottawa, Canada area, but we can work with clients all over the place. But really, it is helping them get their messaging out there and helping them take that load off. Because if you're a coach, or you're starting out, or you're a solopreneur, you're wearing all those hats, obviously, and you do what you have to do. But at the end of the day, you can't do it all. And you need help to be able to scale and to be able to talk and reach your people the best way that you can. So that's what we do. We help you get your messaging out there. We help you create polished, beautiful content that's really branded specifically to your organization. We also help incorporate the psychology behind the business and the work that you're doing into our marketing. And so I'm really pleased about that. We have a pared down service offering. So I know there's a lot of marketing suites out there, but we really are focusing on what we do really, really beautifully, which is helping you create the content. which is marketing and branding consulting, which is brand audits. And if you want us to help you run ads or help you look at analytics, we can do that too. And one of the other things that I'm really excited that we offer is voiceover services. So if you have a branded video or something for your website that you want a professional voiceover done for, we can help you with that as well. And if there's something that you don't see on our website, we're open as well. So we take in discovery calls to see where you're at. There's absolutely no pressure at all. But I love working with those women-owned businesses. You do not have to be a woman to come through our door, but that's what a lot of the people that we've been dealing with, that's where they're coming from. So
Yeah,
yeah,
thank you so much for that clarity. I love the content piece because I always say that content is queen, not king. Because in order for you to be king, then it's the relationships that are, happening behind the content. So I love that you do that for done for you, and done for you for busy entrepreneurs and companies that obviously want to have a good brand presence. Because we know now, I mean, if you're not online, you nowhere. So it's
yeah.
a must. It's no longer like, okay, I'll just wait this out and how I go. It's almost like the evolution of a human. If you just stay in the same spot, you're gonna be, just in the sea and the deep ocean. Nobody's gonna know about you. And I know one thing for sure: in anything we do, unless people know about you, then you cannot help them, and you cannot get paid, and you cannot align profit. So it's just a must for business. I love that you shared that. And the voiceover thing is so interesting. That's definitely another unique way to kind of leverage a lot of the content that most companies already use, and be able to go to people with the voice aspect. Because I know a lot of people are more auditory. Like, I'm an auditory learner.
Yeah.
I started learning around all the topics that I teach today around, like, just listening and auditory.
Oh,
I'm not
really?
much of a reader, but to each his own. We also have to learn how we learn, and once we discover that, then we could start implementing that in our day to day. But marketing is
Exactly.
powerful, and it's not about a product or the service. It's always about the bigger vision and the mission of what you stand for. It's almost, again, just like human values. The more you know thyself, the more you must know thy market. And the more you have that clarity, the more the right people will come towards you, and you'll be so clear. And you're not going to be work hard, but you're going to work smart, and you know exactly what are those intentional ways to be able to build the know, like, and trust, which of course will align your purpose with profit as well. So, Andrea, I love it. And my last question for you, as we actually end today's show, and I know I'm going to have you back because you're actually one of our amazing experts at the Life School with the services that you offer. So people will find you there as well, and we'll include that link at the end as well. And the trusted service provider, someone that's purpose driven and somebody that is doing this with their heart. I'm always interested in only those people, and I vet my
No.
relationships very closely, because to me, those are the people that I want to align myself with. Anybody else is doing this for the wrong reason, let the market take care of it. Just like, right? I mean,
Yeah.
don't fall out and broken promises, and just like life, if somebody's not doing something for the right reasons, and doesn't do it under the right values, they can't survive. So let the market figure that out. We just move forward and align ourselves to the right people doing this for the right thing. So I know you're absolutely one of them. So Andrea is also inside our community. Andrea, as a last final message, because we are here on Women's International Day, what is that message that is really coming through from your heart right now for you to share for our amazing women entrepreneurs and beyond? Because I really feel that, the more we support each other, not only women to women, but also our male counterparts, that's how we're able to complement society overall. So, what is that final message that you'd like to leave us with?
I appreciate you asking this. I think what I want to say at this juncture is, and it's similar to what we're putting out for our messaging today, but when we're included, what we can achieve is beyond what we could even imagine. So when we are part of a community like yourself, when you open your door to us and you see the heart-centered work that we're doing and we can all connect, we can all achieve more than we could even dream of. And I think that that's what it's all about at the end of the day, is achieving our dreams and bringing those people that we connect with along with us for the journey so that we can all thrive and all live the best lives possible.
Oh, I love it. I don't think we have shown the world what we can do yet as women. So watch out, you know. We're causing I guess, the male counterparts to do their inner work. And I love that as well, because then we can really level up and not come from scarcity and go into those models of, inferior, feeling inferior, all of that, going out of lack and ego. So, the more we help each other grow, the more we can all rise, right? So, absolutely. There's so much goodness in the world, so much abundance. And the more we wake up and we see it and we live by that every day, the more we can create impact in the world and do more good in the world globally through our own unique vocations and purposes, right? Because we all come here with a different mission. So, Andrea, where is the hub of all the resources and the work that you have put together? What is your website? Where is it that people can further connect with you?
Yeah, thank you for asking. So, would love you to check out our website, tmv.batesglobal.com. I'm sure that Elona is going to share that with you all. And we're on all the social channels, but I'm getting my feet wet with TikTok. It's the next thing, right? So if everybody wants to go follow us there, we're True Marketing Verse is our handle, or connect with me on the other platforms or LinkedIn directly, right? Andrea Chase on LinkedIn. I love meeting people. I love growing my community. And you never know. I heard this once long ago, but you never know where a simple hello could lead. So I'll leave you with that. I'm a very open book kind of person. So if anybody has the desire, please just say hello.
Relationships is at the bedrock of business. So the more relationships we can nurture, the better it is. So thank you so much, Andrea, for sharing that. Definitely go check out Andrea's website. She'll also will be inside the community. And one of the values of our community here and the show and everything else that we do is connection. So wherever you are seeing this video, or if we're coming to you through audio, through the podcast platforms, absolutely connect, find each other on social media wherever you are connected. Most of us understand the power of branding, so we're everywhere, just strategically there everywhere, because I don't like the being everywhere and all of that with no purpose of why we're
Yeah.
doing it. But we are everywhere, because why not leverage all these amazing platforms that are given to us organically, and then of course align our profits strategically so that we can also leverage the power of ads and all the other ways that we get to invest to do things faster and to scale. So definitely connect beyond this conversation as well. Andrea, thank you so much for what you just shared. I'm looking forward to leveraging a lot of your marketing expertise and your brains and your experience around that. So I'm excited to have you back for other shows with other topics. And thank you for your time. Thank you for your beautiful message. And thank you for the service that you are doing out there in the world through your impact, through your work, and just the human values that I know that embody you. So thank you again for coming on, and thank you for always watching and supporting the show by subscribing and sharing it. I will see you next time with another beautiful guest and conversation. Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you.